Hey, I thought that this would be easier to just kind of go over your program just in case you had any questions really quickly. And then from there, if at the end of this you have any questions, you can just contact me or write down your questions and email them to me, whatever is easiest. I just thought instead of finding another time to sit down and meet, this would probably be faster. With that said, we determined our groups were going to be working in between two programs. We were going to do Share in Walpole, and we were going to do 6-minute solutions. So your group is going to be working on two skills, word recognition and fluency. Hopefully your work in word recognition is what is going to support the students' fluency and increase their fluency, so they're not so worried and about trying to figure out what the word means, that they are actually fluently reading the word. So to start, the word recognition and fluency information or descriptions are in Sharon Walpole's book that everyone should have this. So if you don't have this, let me know because I have extra copies. So if you want to know more about her thought process behind word recognition and fluency, there are 2 chapters on this. So there would be a chapter on word recognition and a chapter on fluency. So it starts on page 45 and it ends, I believe, on page 80. So this is just some extra information so you have an idea of what her expectations are when it comes to word recognition and fluency. And her work, when we talk about word recognition, is really based on the 6 syllable types. So we're looking at closed syllables, open syllables, vowel consonant E syllables, R-controlled syllables, consonant L-E syllables, and vowel teams. So those are her 6 syllables that she really looks at. So I was going to say, if you want to use that information or the understanding of the 6 syllable types to kind of guide your instruction when it comes to the words and analyzing words, I would say that would be great because that's where her word lists are going to be composed of. So with that said, I shared some information with you in Google. They're all Microsoft Word documents just because that's what, when I was implementing this, that's what we were using. We weren't really in Google Drive just yet. So I was going to say, so I apologize about that. But what you will see is I actually have taken the words from here and put them into the Word documents. So her word list begin on page 171, and she starts with compound words, and then she goes into prefixes and suffixes. But at this point, we determined that Laura's group was going to start with closed syllables, and that Jason and Rosie, you guys were going to start with open. So on page 180 is where the closed syllables. And what you will see on the page is you'll have day 1, day 2. So this is 5 days worth of words. So you don't want to just stop here and just kind of sit here for 9 weeks. You want to actually move on. So Laura, once you get through these, you want to move to the next set of words, which that is everything I shared with you. And so what will happen is that you will see that there is day 1, and what you would do is you would just introduce the words, you kind of go through an example, and then it always starts with single syllable and it goes to multisyllabic. So you're just going to be focusing on that skill with those words and looking at the words and analyzing them. So that's what this piece would be. So this is going to be part of your 30 minutes. Then the second piece is going to be 6-minute solutions, which is a fluency program. It is meant to only take 6 minutes, but you can always extend that 6 minutes if you want to bring in comprehension when it comes to this. But for what we're using it for is it's going to be to increase those students' fluency. So we're hoping that the more decoding skills that they get under their belt, that will affect how well they're reading, so they don't have to struggle so much on that. So with 6 Minute Solution, this is the book that you're going to use. If you don't have it, I have some extra copies, so just let me know. And so the way the book is set up is at the beginning it gives you a little bit of information. It goes through some of the assessments, but we've already done an assessment, which is their oral reading fluency. And then it goes into the practice passages, and they are numbered in the hundreds. So for example, the first set are going to be like 100 to, I don't even know if it goes to 200. It probably does. Yes. So it goes from 100 to 200. So there are 100 passages on level 1, and level 1 just connects to the grade level. So level 1 would be grade 1, level 2 would be, or the 200s would be grade 2, then 300s third grade. So I was going to say, you can decide in your group what you would rather do. So you can either just pull the same grade level passage for every student in your group, meaning that because you're in 4th grade, you could pull the 400 level passages, and they would read one passage for 5 days in a row. Or you could look at their STAR scores and determine what level you think that they should be working on. So for example, if you wanted to, for example, if I'm looking at Laura's group, Mark and Heaven, say Mark is at a 1.5 and Heaven's at like a 2.1 grade level equivalence or instructional reading level. You could bump Mark up to the level 2 since he's getting close and kind of push him. But what's going to happen is that you're going to have the kids in pairs. So there's going to be a level 1, or there's going to be a partner 1 and a partner 2. And so this is how I kind of set it up. It doesn't have to be this way, but like I just put their name and it was like partner 1, partner 2. And the reason I did that is because you want your partner 1 to be your stronger reader, because they're going to be your model. I realize that they may not be the best reader, but you want the stronger reader modeling for the partner 2. So that's kind of the major setup. And if you have any questions, once again, let me know. The 6 minutes, the way it kind of works down to is that on day 1 of 6 Minute Solutions, the students are just reading the passage for that week. That's all. They are just reading the passage. They are circling any words they don't know, and it's not a guess or have them try to decode it. If they circle it, you read the word to them. You just let them know what the word is. You can after start to talk about what you're doing in here and if they see any patterns from this, but it doesn't have to on day 1 of 6 Minute Solutions. It's just letting them know there should be no struggle. Then on day 2, that's when the 6 minutes starts. So day 1, it's probably going to take them a little bit longer to read the entire passage. Day 2, you want to try to get as close to 6 minutes as possible. Minute 1 is them getting their materials out and getting ready. Minute 2 is partner 1 reading to partner 2 their passage. So they should have the same passage. So if you are doing level 1 passages, there should be the same level 1 passage for both partner 1 and partner 2. And while partner 1 is reading, partner 2 is circling any words that they get incorrect or crossing out any words that they get incorrect. And then when that timer goes off, they circle that word. And then on minute 3, partner 2 tells partner 1 how many words that they read correctly in that 1 minute. So there is a little bit of math in it, but it's pretty easy. And it's really not a big deal if the second partner who's actually checking is really accurate. We just want to get an idea of the range of where they are. Then partner 2 is now becoming the reader. So partner 2 would read while partner 1 is following along and marking any errors, and then getting to the end, they're going to circle where their last word is. Then in minute 5, partner 2 is going to get feedback from partner 1. So how many words correct they got, they can tell them any words they missed. And within that time, they are graphing their correct words per minute. And then on the final minute, what they're going to do is that they are going to clean up their area and put their things away. So it should be really quick. The reason I had the folders is like the way I had it set up is they had their passages here, and then instead of copying a new passage for every day, since they're going to be marking on it, I just used these clear plastic things and what are these called? Page protectors. And then I put the passage in, and they use those vis-a-vis markers so that they could use the same passage 5 times. They didn't have to do it. And then just wipes or whatever you use or really quickly. And then they had their graph in the back. So that's just kind of an overview of Walpole and 6-minute solutions. If you have any questions about how to set up the time, let me know. But like I said before, I just thought instead of you or us meeting again, this could be something you'd watch over the weekend. And if you have any questions, you can just let me know. So I hope that was helpful. I hope I didn't confuse you more. And just let me know if you need anything. Thanks, guys.